Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Mydefipet. Today we are talking about the huge hack that occurred last night in UK time around 3 till 4 o'clock that meant the price saw a tanking from what was at an all-time high of $2.6 yesterday all the way down to 11 cents at its lowest, which was only available for a very short time. But we're going to be talking about everything that went on that, what that means. But of course, we're going to start the channel off with a little bit of love. Brand new pet bread. Oh, it's a great spike. Ah, it just misses the horns. Damn it. We got wings on it though. Yeah, we got feet. We got the new pendant that seems to have dropped. And we got glasses, but we just don't have horns. That's a shame. If you didn't notice, last night there was a huge dip after a massive couple of days for DPET in price increasing, reaching to a high of 2.65 at its highest. There was a huge dumping last night, my time, around 3 till 4 o'clock. Now, that equated for about 90% of the total DPET. So it actually went down from 1.71 at that point all the way down to, it says 0.431, but if you go by minute, it went down to 0.13, so 13 cents. My first thought when I woke up was like, oh my god, somebody's been hoarding DPET and just sold it all off at once. But that's not what happened. So ChainSwap was hacked. First thing to mention, this has nothing to do with the security of DPET. Mydefipet and their security is separate from this issue. 8 million was lost in major ChainSwap exploits. What happened is they hacked it and they stole the liquidity that ChainSwap has. So liquidity is if I have, let's say, a swap site like PancakeSwap, Uniswap, ChainSwap, and I have a token, I will give that site so many of that token so that they can sell. So I can go on PancakeSwap and buy their liquidity, so I can buy like 1,000 DPET tokens that comes out of their pool. So imagine all those tokens that were stolen from ChainSwap and just sold, dumped on the Binance Smart Chain, bought from ChainSwap and then sold on the Binance Smart Chain, which led to that massive dip in price, which, seeing how significant that dip was, it must have been a hell of a lot of tokens, like thousands and thousands. Madness. And we quickly saw within the hour repurchases. The price recovered very, very quickly, within a couple of hours, back to its highest $2, which is huge. I think a lot of people saw the opportunity, and anybody who was awake at this time, I was awake at 2 o'clock. The irony of how long it was until this actually occurred has not lost. 1 hour. 1 hour away. Or maybe, I think it was like 3:45 though. I'd have to stay up. I'd never stay up that long. So it meant that all of that was sold and people bought back at a very cheap price. So anybody that was awake around this time will have been able to purchase DPET at an absolute dream price. And yeah, huge amount of DPET. If I'd have bought then, compared to the price that it is around now, I would have had, with my $5,000 that I've been saving for DPET, waiting to purchase, and I'm just going to leave all that in that, then I would have bought 25,000 DPET. 25,000 DPET would be ridiculous. Imagine the eggs we could have hatched. I'd have done like 100 hatches a day. But no, I mean, I missed out on that. Who cares? It meant that it recovered. I do feel bad for the DPET team. I don't know whether they get reimbursed for ChainSwap, or actually maybe they sold their liquidity to ChainSwap. Yeah, they would have done that, wouldn't they? So they wouldn't have missed out. So basically, we've got the pool here, the token metrics. So we've got their liquidity total for DEX liquidity is 1.25 million, and that is obviously a portion that will have gone to ChainSwap, and that's what's been lost. So possibly, you know, let's say it got given 250,000. If it got given PancakeSwap, Uniswap, Cardia Chain, there'll be other swaps as well though that will have it. So not loads, probably less than that. Yeah, so they got hacked, but that is, as I say, separate from Depet. Depet have said anybody who did add liquidity to the pool on ChainSwap will be reimbursed. So anybody who's lost money, don't worry, or lost tokens, you will be reimbursed for that. Now I did highlight security because I just wanted to make sure that people knew that that wasn't a Depet issue, just so as not to create any fear around that you will lose your token in future. It's not Depet. One thing I did want to mention though is this transaction volume, and this is in light of the bugs that we've been having on the Binance Smart Chain. I mean, just still can't wait long enough for it to load and actually get consistent play. Cardi Chain's functioning a lot better, a lot more consistently. I have been able to breed. I did lose 5 DPET on there today. Sent in for compensation. We'll see how we get on with that. But the reason why I want to mention transaction volume is because this is why I think the game has not been taken down. We need the game taken down, right? Because people are just falling into bugs, and then they're going onto Telegram and they're communicating to support, and then support having to deal with that issue, which is probably taking away time from fixing these bugs. And logically, any game would take the game down, wouldn't they? If that was the only thing that was going on, because it means, okay, we'll create less work for ourselves by fixing this now, and then we'll release it. No rush on that. Unless there was a little bit of a rush to get this game out, because the MVB most valuable build 2 competition on Binance Chain, which is, you know, worth prizes, a place on the listing on the innovation zone, huge opportunity for winners. It's based on transaction volume. That's how they're going to judge who the top 10 final projects are. Community strength, we've got that. I mean, most of the Telegram is made up of lots of daily engagement, but is hey, I got this bug, hey, I got this bug, and then people check the pinned thing. But they've already asked the question, how come this isn't working? So that's I don't know if you could say that's community strength, but they do have very good engagement, Mydefipet, as a team. Then we've got daily active users, total volume locked, and liquidity. Take the game down, no daily active users. Total volume locked, liquidity, that will stay. Liquidity, that's gonna be something that is questionable. Project must be among the most demanded. So actually, I mean, they don't have transaction volume. So transaction was how they were chosen, the top 20 were, but it's daily active users that I think is going to be the real reason. I mean, it lends itself to if the game's open, more people are going to be likely to buy in the token. Although whilst it was down, it went up more than anything, so I don't know about that. But the daily active users portion of it in this second phase is something that is not. If they take the game down, it's going to go from 0. They're going to lose days. Yeah, they might fix it in 3 days, but then every other project has 3 days worth of daily active users on them, and they would have to make up for that. Huge feat to try and do it, to try and win after that, wouldn't it be? So I think, yeah, that might be why we're seeing this going on, and I find that slightly frustrating, but at the same time not, because I do believe in this project and I want to see it do well, and I think the best way that it does well is to get recognition for it and its future potential. I mean, let's face it, it's not there at the moment because of these bugs, but the future potential in this game is massive, huge. Already gone from $40 cents prediction to $2, so where else can this go? Axie Infinity is, you know, the Axis token. Look where that's priced. No, that's an insurance company, isn't it? Second. The price is like $80. $17, sorry. Right, I mean 18. 18, about $17. So $17. DPET gets anywhere near that. Circulating supply is 270 million. The DPET was 100 million. Okay, so DPET has a lower supply, which means if it has about 3 times less, so realistic for it to go on par with Axie, it would have to be around 17, 34, around about $45 would be the target price for it to be on par with Axie, if I'm right in my maths. Whereas at the moment is $2. It's about $60 comparative to when Axie Infinity was at $60. But the Axis token is fairly new, I believe. AXS token. I mean, look how that had. It was already a ready-made project, just converted from SLP to that. So a lot of potential, but I really wanted to just pick the video out just to make sure there wasn't any fear, uncertainty about the game, and the fact that, you know, the security issue was an issue with ChainSwap, not with Mydefipet. Hopefully that's been helpful and maybe answered a couple of questions some people might be asking. Let me know your thoughts on my whole theory about it being down, why it's been down, why it's not going down for fixing the bugs. Let me know if you actually bought some of the DPET whilst it was down. Nah, I'll hate you. I'll respond with hate. No, I'll be maybe a jealous emoji. Okay, that's all for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like on the video and hit subscribe if you can keep up to date with future content. That's all from me. See you guys soon. Jesus.